Welcome back everyone, welcome back to World of Warship and to my channel. Yes, I am still alive, barely alive like Natser used to say. Now, welcome back everyone, and today I've been thinking to share with you my personal opinion about the new oncoming Tier 8 Japanese destroyer Asashio. I do kind of apologize if I butchered the name. It's a new premium Japanese, shall I say, kagero class with the same concealment, excellent concealment, 5.4. I do believe you can have her. This is not the ship, this is another ship, but I would like to talk about the Japanese destroyer line in general. When I used to play the first time World of Warship, and the Japanese destroyer was just lovely. They had good detection, not like today's detection, and they were a lot of fun, and I honestly believe it was the most played destroyer line in the entire game. Of some good reason, it was fun, even though, don't get me wrong, some ship they did not have speed or the concealment, but there's one thing I would like to say about destroyers. What is the purpose of the destroyers? Second question, does every destroyer fulfill the role of a destroyer? What is the damn role of the destroyer? And frankly, I give you a very short answer. In this game, the destroyer role are probably three things. One, to try to cap. They are sneaky, kind of a fast, some of them, and spot for your team. And the third, and probably the most important, is to delete big ships like battleships, cruisers, and so on. The Japanese destroyer line, unfortunately, wargaming, they nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. Even this ship, what you see right now, is the Shiratsuyu. Was one hell of a fun ship, and I do honestly believe some of you guys who played rank battle reach with this bugger rank 1 for some very good reason. It does not have the concealment of the kagero. I do believe your 5.8, but what it was fun, and probably in some reason, I don't know, please let me know, did Wargaming did they the right thing to remove the module I'm talking about? Just talk about this module. Now you have repair party, you have smoke, you have speed boost, but not torpedo rearmed. When I played her first time, you know, this ship had, and of course you may argue that had a little bit more torpedo power than anything at tier 6, or sorry, tier 7. But now let's talk about this Asashio, the tier 8 premium destroyer. It's one hell of a sneaky destroyer. You will spot everything and everyone. However, the two downsides with this destroyer, Shiratsuyu, and the new oncoming tier 8 premium destroyer is that they are kind of slow. So keep that in mind. Most of the destroyer, especially Soviet, they are one hell of a fast destroyer, and with RP, you know, it's easy for an enemy to know where the heck you are and try to they can try to you know, locate you and kill you, and this is also the lack. This destroyer does do very bad, very bad versus other destroyer. In most cases, she will always lose that engagement. Even though I kind of feel that the guns are right, the turret traverse speed are kind of a meh, and the damage output, it's alright, but you know, you cannot win versus a Pan-Asian destroyer or a US or a German or anything. You know, you are the only survival is that you have torps, pretty good speed and torpedo power to send the torps fish away and get the heck out of there. Now, you may argue that the tier 8 has even more broken torpedo with 20 kilometers deep water torps, and I believe that in the range it's kind of bad. It's too good. 20 kilometers at tier 8, it's too good, and with some perks you have pretty darn fast and very hard hitting torps. They can do close to 22,000 damage, and that's the flavor of the Japanese destroyer. They are hard hitting. But before I judge this new oncoming premium destroyer, does she fulfill the role of destroyer like this destroyer? I don't have any captain, but to be honest with you, the answer is yes. You probably does not have the speed. You don't have any AA whatsoever. In EU and some other region, this is a big downside, because how shall I say? If I play my Udaloy, just give you example, I'm almost immune versus I don't have the captain, because I do have AA defense, and I do honestly believe my AA defense with captain, it's close to, I don't know, 75 or something, so I definitely can defend myself, and I'm one hell of a speed demon and a destroy hunter. That's what Udaloy is. However, for the Japanese, even Gary have some AA, and you can put the AA module like I have here, you know what I mean? So some ships, they can definitely defend herself. Japanese, no way in hell. Over here in Europe, the most Japanese destroyers, okay, and I kind of forgot where is you Sharatuyo there. They're just sitting duck for the carrier. But the thing is, guys, I'm honestly what I'm gonna say right now. Wargaming kind of killed the Japanese destroyer line. I had so much fun in her, and the reason I removed the captain, I do believe that I put in Fubuki instead. Fubuki, it's a tier 6, it's a lovely destroyer. I still believe she's one heck of a good destroyer, as definitely the torpedo power, and that is what the Japanese line it's all about. Torpedo damage, sneaky, you spout everything and you just get the heck out of there. So everyone will say, ooh, it's OP, please nerf, please nerf. I would like to say that the torpedo range at tier 8, 20 kilometer, it's too good, and Wargame they should definitely do something. But I would like to say that this destroyer, the Japanese destroyer tier 8, does fulfill the role of destroyer. So for me, that it's a very welcome, because if, guys, I'm not joking is what I'm gonna say right now, if there won't be any destroyer in this game, well, the battleship, they will have their time, because oh, there's a cruiser, let's citadel the crap out of him. The life of a cruiser are not so much fun when they roll. You see, the role of a cruiser is actually to delete other destroyer with good rate of fire. But imagine if one game there's no destroyer whatsoever, and I actually played some games with no destroyer whatsoever. Of course, if you're a cruiser, then what the heck you do? If you show any side, well, the battleship will advance, because they have no fear. Seriously, guys, imagine this. Let's say 6 battleships in each side, the rest cruisers. Do you fear anything? Sure, you fear other battleship, but when you see a cruiser, oh, there's a cruiser, let's delete it. You know what I mean? It should be a counterpart versus a battleship. They can not just do whatever they want, and that it's the hard counterpart, or aircraft carrier and destroyers. But in US, there's no aircraft carrier whatsoever. So if there won't be any destroyer, then who will hard counter them? I'm talking the battleships. So I'm not saying too much, but what I'm trying to say is that kind of sad that Wargaming removed the torpedo accelerator and give instead of this tier 8 premium. You know, I'm not saying that's sister ship, but it's a Kagero class, for crying out loud, with smoke and torpedo rearmed and 20 kilometer torps. However, keep that in mind, they can only harm a battleship, no cruisers and no other destroyers. That's the thing. Guys, that's all for today. I highly recommend that Wargaming do something about the entire Japanese destroyer line. I feel they are a little bit too not so good pleasure to play, because let's face it, guys, and this is the final conclusion: if you by mistake face another destroyer in another class, or let's say US or German destroyer or Soviet destroyer, for crying out loud, you will be wrecked, because it's very hard to disengage. You're kind of too slow, and this is the biggest downside with this destroyer. I'm talking about the speed, only 34 knots. That is really bad for a destroyer, not like the Minekaze or the Kamikaze R, which they can reach over 40. That is a different story. You know what I'm talking about. This is kind of a mech for a tier 7, and probably same thing with Kagero. It's fast, but not fast enough to kite away. Guys, that's all for today, and always, captains, fair seas and goodbye.